Someone the state is prepared to offer you a deal.
Hello, 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 and welcome back to another thrilling installment of Warframe Wednesdays. I'll be your host, as ever, the indefatigable, undauntable, downright dependable Fraggoth. And, yes, okay, good, that happened. Excellent. And yeah, so Railjack, how about that stuff, huh? How about that resource cost? Uh, that was uh, that was a good hot minute of grind. That was. Oh, I need to apply DNA stabilizers to my Kavat. Let's do that. Let's do that. So people are probably noticing that this is about a whole whopping hour earlier than usual. That is due to some scheduling constraints where I have to do this now as opposed to later. That's 306 it requires. Jeez Louise. Um, actually, no, I'm not gonna, because I use Eneric shit all the time. Pardon my Spanish. Um, yes, I'm going with yet another eye-bleeding, eye-watering color scheme, but this time it should be easier to see and give less epilepsy.
Wouldn't you fucking know it?
You tell him, dude. I had plans, and I literally just I scrapped them all, like a couple of minutes ago. I guess I'll show off the railjack now that it's done, because I can do that. Spoilers. Spoilers. You build a railjack. Spoilers. You build a railjack. You can do nothing with it whatsoever, but you can build one. And there it is. I can't color customize it yet, it seems, and that sucks. I want to make the entire solar system fear the clown car paint job that I'm going to put on this puppy. Everything, all the sentients will learn to know that those colors have significance. The brighter the color, the greater the danger, just like a poisonous, highly venomous tree frog of the Amazonian River Basin. Oh yes, they will know fear. Those heartless, soulless machines that have hearts and souls, and it's probably just a big misunderstanding, and they were probably just really upset about being used as slave labor. Those machines, yes. Those are the ones. I'm gonna hit navigation.
Also, you will be informed when the best. Of the. Information. You will be informed when the best. Of the. Information. You will be informed when the best. Of the. Information. You will be informed when the best. Of the. Information. You will be informed when the best. Of the. Information. You will be informed when the best. Of the. Information. You will be informed when the best. Of the. Information. You will be informed when the best. Of the. Information. You will be informed when the best. Of the. Information. You will be informed when the best. Of the. Information. You will be informed when the best. Of the. Information. You will be informed when the best. Of the. Information. You will be informed when the best. Of the. Information. You will be informed when the best. Of the. Information. You will be informed when the best. Of the. Information. You will be informed when the best. Of the. Information. You will be informed when the best. Of the. Information. You will be informed when the best. Of the. Information. You will be informed when the best. Of the. Information. You will be informed when the best. Of the. Information. You will be informed when the best. Of the. Information
can do nothing. If I go here, I can leave. I can exit the building like Elvis. Hopefully less dead. Here's another... No, that's not an exit. I lied. I take it back. I take everything back, except for the part about poisonous tree frogs and bright color schemes. That I meant, and I will stick to it. And then somewhere in the back we have whatever this friggin' thing is. I don't know. There's no dialogue text pop up for this thing. There's a dude poking it. He could be setting a trap. I'm watching you, dude. Yeah, you poke that thing, dude. I'm watching you. Oh, don't tug on it. Don't. That's... What is he doing? What is the cat doing? This guy? He's just looking at a wall and looking up either stocks or corpus porn. I don't know. Which is the same thing, I think. What does his tablet say? What does his tablet say? Cat, stop bumping me. What does that tablet say? I can't see through your fingers, dude. And I can't read corpus. Shit. Oh, yes. Nope, still can't read corpus. I'm going to take a screenshot of that puppy so I can translate it later at my leisure. Nope, I could get a better view from here. Need your hands out of the way, duder. Nope, that's not going to do it. Move your hand. There, that should do it. I hope I got a screenshot there. I was holding control to crouch, so it's probably not going to come through. So the new Arcwing mechanics in the planes and all that. How about that, huh? How about that? It's like they actively decided to make it as obtuse and difficult to control as the blink anyway, as obtuse to use as possible. The actual Arcwing movement is almost one-to-one what it was way back in the day when Arcwing first came out. And I kind of liked that. I sort of wish you had more vertical speed than you do. Let's see. What was I going to do here? I don't remember. Maybe I'll go and hunt a lich. I don't know. He's on Europa and I never go there, except I need to go there. Let's check our night waves. Nightmare missions, I can do those. One sortie, let's do that. Let's do a sortie, and then there was something involving fish. I don't know where the fish were. It was probably the plains. What time is it now on the plains? What time is it? Stop it! What time is it now on the plains? Is it night? It is night at 21 minutes. Let's do this sortie real quick then. Shush. Listen, Raptor. I will break you over my leg. You spindly piece of crap. Let's see. There's a Lua Rescue as the final mission with energy reduction. That's going to suck like a bucket of leeches. But there's a hijack and a mob def before that. So let's, real quick, grab Hildren. Because Hildren makes hijacks an absolute joke. Hildren is good like that. Let me just make sure of my loadout here. Yes, I've got the shields loadout. Excellent. Proceed as scheduled. Alternatively, to quote a game I'm quite fond of called Axelay, an old scrolling shooter by Konami that they promised to have a sequel for but never did. Says it right at the end of the game. Arms installation is complete. Good luck. Shush. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, Raptor. Unimpressive. I'll give you unimpressive. And I'll go rolling around as a burly girl with more shields. Why do I always do that? Because it's reflex. I can't help it. I can't help it any more than I can't help. I'm doing this solo, apparently. I just realized. This is fine. This is fine. This one we can do solo because it's literally sit on the gizmo and go while you just look at your giant amount of shields and chuckle. Thank you. Look at all those shields. I don't care. I don't care. I open the door.
Good work. We now have control, Rover.
And now we just literally sit here and shoot things occasionally, like that.
The Corvus have
See
corrupted
him?
the robot
He's dead.
cell.
See that guy way out there?
Dream source of
Dead.
power will be your
Them?
weapons shields.
Dead. Dead.
Move and strike.
Dead.
We have to win.
Dead. I thought I saw something shoot from behind me. Dead. More death and destruction than you can shake a giant pokey stick at. That is a Bursa. It's trying to do like the freaking Bottoms shuffle at me, and it's trying to like mess up my day, and I'm having none of that.
So good.
Peace out. I brought not my usual Kavat along because I keep meaning to do the Vaxa Kavat. Maybe I'll do that today. I'll go through that rigmarole.
We've got robots in.
I have no idea what to do for that, so I'm just gonna kind of flail around and do it.
Keep going.
It's a lot of zeros, dude. Freaking bursts and their riot shields on front. You'd think that punch through would be a bit more effective against those, but it isn't. Part of me was like, oh man, maybe I should like hop out and refill my shields, and the rest of me was like, psh, why bother, right? I'm just doing pot shots. I can't aim. I can't aim? Oh, I hit some guy over there too. Neat.
You have almost reached the extraction point. Keep fighting.
So the one of the things that the Kuva Dragoon is really bad at is shields. It's a slashy type weapon, not an impact type weapon. It does not do impact damage too well. This Bursa, man, he's just relentless. He is not a single lent to be read or any. I'm just blathering now. Forget it. My eyeballs are trying to pop out of my head right now because of the weather change. So you're just gonna have to deal with me. Haha, zeros. There's a 100 in there. If I had my Arc of Titron, this guy would have died. This guy would have died by accident. Just like my Kavat just did. You probably do, Deuterino. But I don't care. I'm not here for your resources, although that was like 3,500 or 2,500 credits. And I kind of disapprove of you stealing all those. Actually, if I'd used my Balefile chart, wrist-mounted death gun, I would have ended that thing. What was the next one? Was the next one a mob def? Let's make sure we're in public. Yes, it's a mob def against augmented enemy shields. And then there's a Lua rescue. Mag. Why not? It's heavy stuff. You tell him, Gogol. What other good punch-through shooty guns do I have? The Acrid, if that's considered good. Probably not. Do I have a ribbon for my Piranha? Even if I do, it doesn't matter because the Piranha... oh, right. It's my minus multi-shot ribbon. I remember now. I remember now. It's sort of an embarrassment. I try not to think about it. I really do try. I fail much of the time, but I try. not to think about it. Which is the one that makes clones? I think that's the Ballistica Prime. I should probably put a lens on this puppy. That's not bad. I didn't even know I had a ribbon for this thing. I had no memory of that. What elemental damage ones of these? Gas.
Oh yeah, I don't have a loan.
I think I have gas on my melee weapon. I usually do. Oh, let me socket the Iotans real quick. I have Iotans to socket. Socket to me. Trying to preserve some resources, so we'll just... They changed the UI for this, clearly. And I was not aware. I haven't socketed Iotans in a dog's age.
Do you remember that time you broke that satellite control code and we held it for ransom?
I remember.
I wish we were still doing that kind of work.
I bet she does.
Meow? What is it, cat? What is it?
Check navigation for active enemies.
He's a cat. He has needs. Oh, I have to open lockers. Ick. Oh, finisher kill tasks are now a real pain in the butt. But we should get them from doing stuff with the Lich. The Lich will largely take care of that. Okay, I'm about to hunt down all... Oh, I'm getting a phone call because of course I am. Give me a sec.
Still working on it. Continue to my friend. I will consider what
Alright, and I'm back. My cat decided to try playing Warframe in my absence. I haven't died, so obviously my cat is better at Warframe than I am. Which should come as little surprise. Except now he's making me crouch and I don't know about all that. So we got a limbo, doing the limbo shuffle. There we go. Why is my run speed so slow?
area. Move on. I need
Because I'm
access
not bullet jumping, obviously. You done rucked her. Whoops. Someone got left behind. Whatever. Did that really? I hope that wasn't from me.
Drop me in and position.
It probably was my fault.
Tenno. This will take a moment.
Melee, it's kind of strong. With my 3, I'm shutting down like all their robotics, so Mag can pretty handily be like a, in some ways, better Loki. In that the ability actually does some damage, although I think Loki still is a bit better in general. Scales better in general, but Mag scales really, 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 really well. Mag is a frame that I'm still unsure as to why everybody craps on it. It's like they've never played it or something. I don't know. I need to get more attack speed on this friggin' thing. That's what I need. Work that body, work that body. Make sure you don't hurt nobody. People extol the virtues of Rhino and Volt and Excalibur, but man, Mag is great when there's just one enemy somewhere that you see and you're like, that thing needs to not live, and it needs to not live now. And so you lock its stuff right on down with a bubble that it is stuck in, and you shoot it until it dies. I don't think I can hack this thing because I'm in the limbo bubble. Oh, auto hacks. Hell yes.
Still working on it.
I don't think I have gas damage on this thing. That's our Bursa that I'm trying to kill. Hello? Housekeeping? He's been limboed, so I can do nothing to him. Oh, wait. Here we go. He's dead now.
The odds were against us, Tenno. Did it? Mission complete.
And as you can see, I also have a fairly respectable amount of shields to boot. Nothing crazy. Nothing like Hildren, but a respectable amount of shields.
Another job well executed.
And now we have a Lua Rescue, which is probably the hardest thing you can do in a sortie, I would argue. If there was any way you could truly stealth it, then maybe. And we have energy problems as well, because it's a low energy run, or modifier. Kind of wish sorties counted as nightmare missions, I guess, because they have like a lot of the same qualifiers. I'm just blowing past that dude, I don't care. Oxium Osprey, that'll take me entire seconds to kill, and I'm not doing that. I don't even know what that does, but I'm hitting the button. Fortunately, my Kavat is, oh, I'm not doing that either. The teamwork one. You can do it with 2 people if they're actually coordinating and know what they're doing. But I am largely unwilling.
What is it, cat? What is it? You need more snuggling?
He very likely needs more snuggling. He is this kind of a cat.
Ah! Don't stand on my mouse when I'm doing puzzles.
You are running out of time.
Eh. Ah, what? What hit me? Go to Fukuoka, you bastard.
Those consoles to change the destination of the vault portal. One of them has to lead to our agent.
No, not that one either. Where are they? Did they really?
They killed the hostage. This mission is a failure.
Okay, I'm probably gonna just do this solo if that happens again. Because I got killed somehow. Actually, I'm leaving this squad. I don't have to put up with that. I'll probably get the same schmucks all over again, but hey, guess what? I just called out a bunch of people as being schmucks. That's how you know people haven't done it before. I'm waiting there, being the guy. I know I didn't take too long on that hack either, so something killed me. Bet you anything one of my teammates got like a radiation proc or something insipid and wound up being like, herp, but radiation doesn't do anything. Yeah, I'm salty. What of it?
Hurry up. Running out of time.
You're fucking joking.
Quick, use those consoles to change the destination of the vault portal. One of them has to lead to our agent.
Not that one. Thank Christ, let's get out of this blasted hellscape.
Sure to get home safely. Alarms reset.
I'm out of here.
I can fight you. Give me a weapon.
Alright, what do we got?
Mission
You know
complete.
what they
The
say.
captain
Oh, a
has
rifle
the
ribbon
road
mod. Haven't gotten one of those in a while.
Be paved with hell.
I don't think that's what they say at all, Nora. I believe they say other things. Alright, so YouTube's probably gonna shart all over me over having the words fucking and shit on something and not saying, oh, this isn't necessarily for the kiddies. Sorry, kids. I'm not trying to expand your vocabulary in that direction, but let's face it, if you are watching my stream right now, as it is airing, well, guess what? You should probably get back to school. Because it is not a holiday. and it is the middle of the week. Learn your lessons. Don't try to be a streamer. And I don't say that because I don't want competition. I say that because this is no way to earn a living. I have not made a single penny out of this whole deal, and I don't care who knows it or doesn't know it. I do it because I'm enjoying it, and I have other things I can do. Let's see what that rifle ribbon is, and how obnoxious it's gonna be. What rifles do I have that I would even want to use it on? The Ogress, because I think I still don't have an Ogress ribbon. I do not have an Ogress ribbon. What are you? Kill 12 enemies with headshots from at least 100 meters away? That's brain dead. I can do that in my sleep. It's not even like 12 enemies in a row from 100 meters away. That's just 100-meter kills. I can do that in my sleep. I can't do that in my sleep. That's a lie, but I can definitely make a good college try of it. Okay, rifle riven. These should be adequate for what I'm doing. Yes, I do have zoom on there. Very good. This is going to be pretty straightforward. Nightwave. Yes, I got a skin I already have. Very nice. I wish they'd give you, like, I don't know, a Forma instead if you already owned it. Like, why? Let's see. Nightmare missions I can chip away at. Silver Grove Spectres are pretty easy. Rare fish on the plains. Bounties on plains, which I'm not going to do. I'm going to make sure I have something that deals gas damage. Let me... get my Zakti. I'm pretty sure I have gas on there. Yeah, I do. I have gas on this too. I'm just not getting lots of melee kills, I guess. That's fine. Yeah, let's do that. I'm pretty sure I got the lure for the Vaska Kavats. No, I don't have a form of building. Very good. So I guess we're going to the plains. Place I don't normally go. But here we are. I'm not going to worry about doing Eidolons. I am, however, going to actively avoid them if I can. Because they're annoying. Oh, pew, 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 and all that jive. Alright. So we've got a Vectus. We need to get headshot kills. The Eidolon is way over there. And one. Hey. Did I miss? Oh, was he too close? That'd be slightly embarrassing. Okay, these sentients need to stop. Whatever. if you double tap, because it's bound to roll, I think. If you double tap and hold, you're usually okay. I don't think anything has spawned in there yet. No, I haven't. Usually I have to get kind of close. There we go. The difficulty with getting 100-meter headshot kills is you need to get close enough for them to pop in. And then you have to pop them. Nice. I wasn't sure that was going to count. So I thought I was going to hit his shoulder first. You're not okay. Stop it. Stop it. Another one in there. Not that I can see. I'm gonna deal with those real quick. Just to make sure they don't become a problem later. She is dangerous, Benton. Go. For anyone wondering, this is the soundtrack to the illustrious Cyber City 080-808, an OVA from the late 80s, early 90s, 3 episodes long and hilarious. Most noteworthy, in my opinion, for having an absolutely ridiculously hilarious dub. Wonderful dub job. And this is the soundtrack from the English version, which is arguably superior to the original Japanese. Arguably. Because it actually tries to be something, as opposed to just kind of muddling around. Which isn't to say the Japanese version is bad, but I have preferences, so shoot me. Whole lot of no enemies. Jeez Louise. It's night. I know. I know. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the plains, or the ocean side over here. And then, of course, little hiccups and stalls like that happen, and you're really pissed off and assed out. I am nothing less than a man-made god. You tell him, not vampire. He's an actual vampire. They kill him through some entertaining means and methods. I'd tell you how, but that would be spoiling it. I did not mean to do that. Okay. And I want, I think it's the Mercury bait, right? Yeah. Mercury and that. And we are looking for those. I have the wrong spear. I have the wrong spear twice. I have the right spear. Those are rares, yes? They are rares. Somehow hit that thing. Don't know how. Don't care. It worked. That's what counts. I do not see another Mercray, and I do not care about cupolas. But I will take one, because it's a, I think that was a large. Largest I'll take. Because they're worth a bit more in terms of resources. Alright, Mercrays, you can spawn back in any day. And that'll be good by me. That's a medium. I just wasted a throw. Yikes, there are no Mercrays. Where are they? There we go. Get over here. I don't care if they're small. That one's large. Damn, that's a big boy. That is a 33.4 kilogram fish. I think that fish weighs more than I do. That fish was not just big boned, he was a fatty. And now I just need one more and we're done with this. Fortunately, the planes make this easy, and the fishing is mostly because you can do Mercrays, because they're relatively cheap and do not have wild requirements. Stay right there. There we go. We're done. We gotta get out of this place. If it's the last thing we ever do. I don't want my Zacti, I want my Vectus Prime. Thank you. And good night. I haven't checked to see if there are any mods that speed up how quickly the blink recharges. There probably are. I have not cared enough to find out. Also worth noting that it does not solve the problem of everybody using Itzel anyway. Now everybody uses Itzel not because of blink, but because it's still the fastest goddamn thing in the sky. Obviously. Which anybody, if they'd put any thought in for even about 10 seconds, would have realized. Sorry. That sounds harsh, I know. How did he even hear that? This has hush on it, for goodness sake. Ah? Huh. Interesting. I didn't realize that those exploded. Oh, there you are. Looking for movement. Yeah, they shouldn't. Well, I am visible. I'll grant that, but that thing looks like it's poking half out of the ground, which is a bad sign. I think it's just because the terrain hasn't fully loaded in. If I get closer, it should. Where'd you go? Yeah. I'll just bet they do. Spooky time traveler person. Alrighty, alrighty. You. These aren't even very impressive damage numbers because I'm not. This is a utility modded, not for maximum kill power. It's adequate to kill whatever is here. Huh. Why did you do that? What is wrong with you? Okay, there should be one in the tower now. Yes, there is. Oh, their head's up there. I am good. I don't care what they say about me on the bathroom wall. So yeah, that's basically that. God, what a useless ability. I don't know what they were thinking. The best slash worst part of this whole thing is that they've given the Itzel some stupid zipline ability, ripline ability, and it's like not even being done. It appears to me to be like, oh well, we've got a golden opportunity to give the Itzel another ability that'll make it useful for the upcoming Arcwing heavy content of Railjack stuff. Fulmin. Which is the Fulmin again? Status duration. Fire rate. Minus something else that looked probably not problematic. I don't even remember what the Fulmin is. Let's find out. This is the Japanese soundtrack of Cyber City 080808, and it is not at all in keeping with the theme of the show, but who cares? Just fall in love. There is one instance of possibly falling in love, and it is not exactly reciprocated. Oh, it's this thing. So yeah, the Fulmin is awesome. Getting a ribbon for the Fulmin is not a bad thing at all. I don't think ammo maximum will affect anything. Will it? Or will that reduce the number of rounds I have? Because it doesn't care. Boosting fire rate isn't a bad thing. It's not even a lot of ammo maximum removed. I would think with 2.1 I'd at least lose a round if it were an issue. And I'm not seeing it, so that's pretty good. Fulmin, it's that rifle you use like a shotgun. Kind of. Or you use like a rifle, that's fine too. It's not a bad gun. Having infinite ammo is kind of crazy. And maybe more than a little busted. So that's cool. I still have to level up my Dracoon. See, if nothing else ticks the sensors, this song will. But I don't think anybody even remembers that series ever happened. So maybe I'm in the clear. No, I don't want to be looking at my operator. I need to be doing other things. I'm also on a pretty harsh time budget. Although today's sortie will be popping up in about 15 minutes. I can start chipping away at nightmare missions. Or I can see if anybody's doing a Silver Grove Spectre. Alternatively, I can do mobile defense missions on Europa in the vain hope that, because I'm not touching, bounties just take forever. Because they have to be different ones, and that can sometimes have unintended consequences.
That's all from me.
So you can't just do like the first and shortest bounty of the lot over and over and over again. You have to do different ones every single time, which sucks. Then the background music for the Japanese version of Cyber City 080808 is baller. Okay, let's go to Europa. He's right about that. It isn't dumb, it's Europa. Why would anyone go to Europa? Oh wait, you have to go to Europa now to get the new materials for the railjack. I remember. Ugh. I truthfully... Oh, I think I used Revenants, because I haven't done Lich stuff for like a week, or 2 weeks now. Not due to any kind of, lack of willingness, but because there's other stuff I've been farming for. Or lack of ability, I should say. It's not an issue, it's just... I've had other stuff I'm farming for. I've got most of the Atlas Prime stuff set. I still need to get the systems. I've had incredibly bad luck with relics dropping that have the systems, which I am upset about, but not surprised in the slightest. Okay, so we're murdering thralls, and we're gonna hope that those count as, whatchamacallem, executions. I believe they do. If they don't, well, that's a whole nother problem. I don't think they do, so... That's just terrific. I certainly didn't get a pop-up for them. So that counted, because it was a stealth kill. So I'm gonna have to do, like, Inaros or whatever. There's any number of other characters I could use, but Inaros would be the one I'd probably do it with. Or Ivara. Equinox is another good choice. Anybody who inflicts a status that... let me do my job here. There we go. Enemies will now start shooting at the big glowy disco ball, little glowy disco ball, and not at the target of the Corpus systems. And I can remain nice and content in the knowledge that this is the way it's meant to be. Oh, did I miss? That's one thing about charged shots from the Dragoon, is they are incredibly accurate. So sometimes I'm expecting, oh, I'm just gonna paint over them a little, and the game's like, nah. This thing's actually kind of precise. It's not the most precise shotgun in a game I've ever played, but it's up there. It is fairly precise. Whoops, there we go. And I went with a rather muted energy color scheme, so that people aren't going blind every time I do anything. Unfortunately, I still have these little bright flashes, which I was hoping to avoid. So that guy's going to go off, I guess, doing murmurs. That's fine. I would do the same thing. But right now, I'm in no hurry. I need to get done mob deaths. I need to get done... I do have to do murmurs. I have to get the execution kills, which I kind of can't do with this character. Stealth be damned. Oh. I will assist in that thing's dismantlement. this dude fast enough, but maybe. Quick, dude. Hit X a lot. No? We're not hitting X a lot? Oh, you got him anyway. That's neat. Come on. Do it. It's not mine. Oh, that's right. They added that thing where you kill it 3 times and then it just runs away, which I'd forgotten about and sort of, as far as I'm concerned, just don't get the
Spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend.
don't get one in the first place if you're not prepared to handle it. There are plenty of warnings that the game will give you that this is the case. A, you can't do it until you've done Second Dream, and that's a bit of a bar. This is a roller-free zone, thank you very much. Glad that I'm getting these cubic diodes. I have been rather happy that the resources have dropped fairly easily. The new resources, they're pretty common. I just realized I didn't have that thing up. That would have helped. I've definitely got more of the ones in Europa. Even the resources from the Plains and the Valis have been pretty easy to come by. They're pretty common drops. Whoops. No.
Terminal hacked.
That way. No?
Keep moving.
Whatever. Now we have a rolling roller ball, which I didn't really want to do, but here we are. I'll let him get that murmur. Mine will not be showing up, I don't think. It's a bit too early for that. I haven't done really anything to antagonize him, other than, like, kill a couple thralls.
Location reached. Drop me in and defend our position. I'm in, Tenno.
If anything, I've kind of actively avoided Europa. Not, again, due to a lack of ability. I've had no real trouble dealing with them. Occasionally, at level 5, they will kill me for what seems to be bullshit reasons. Even though I've got, say, a mountain of health from Wisp and regenerating at the speed of very, very fast indeed. Thank you very much. But that's kind of the point. So other than being irritating,
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
That was a close one.
I gotta just pull some health from this guy. It's really slow.
The odds were against us, Tenno, but we did it.
Alrighty.
You are surrounded by Grineer Marines.
Usually I expect my Lich to appear roughly around the time that I've got like 2/3 to 3/4 of the murmurs done. Because by then usually I've done enough work removing systems and increasing his aggro gauge. Though I've gotten them early before. One of them came like the first or second mission that after I'd gotten him. Alright. How many did he steal? Oh, 4. That's not too bad. I guess they count as a rare resource, so he doesn't take them very much. Take many of them. Ah. Got wood. I think he. I don't know. I'm going to navigation. Main reason I'm forming and reforming my current Kuva Dragoon is because it does have a 60 roll for its elemental damage, and that makes it automatically kind of worth my time. Unless it were impact, then it would not. Sorry. The only reason to do an impact Kuva Lich is entirely for the... I'm going to turn that down a little so it's not quite as loud. What's it called? The ephemera you get, which looks quite cool. You've got a bunch of rocks hovering around your shoulders. It's very neat. I like it. I think it looks cool. If I could own... but I kind of don't want to run the risk of getting, you know, a Kuva Lich giving me a good weapon that has impact. But then again, you can now not re-roll them, but roll others into them with better rolls. So, I have not fiddled with that system because I have not gotten any dupes yet, which would ordinarily make me very, very lucky, but really is just because the one dupe I had, I wound up making a one of the compatriot companions. Oh, Atlas Prime Access ends December 17th. Shoot, that's coming right on up. I gotta get those accessories. I gotta get those accessories. Okay, let's see if the new sortie's up. It is not. Still have some time. I'm not really gonna do a hijack. I'm not gonna do an interception, although I can handle an interception just fine. Defenses are okay. X-Cavs are a pain. Probably then the rescue. Rescues are quick and painless. Actually, there's some other people doing the defense, so I'll hop in on that. Defenses are just kind of a time investment, which ordinarily... I'm not necessarily one of those players that's like rush in Warframe, but there's a certain point where it's like, okay, I value my time.
You must defend your equipment until reinforcements arrive.
You'd think they'd clone something a little less ugly?
You would, but they don't need to. Let's do my ball up here. That probably gets as many angles as I need it to get. Yeah, that'll do. Let's get this party started. It's going to be sort of dodgy against enemies around here and here, but everywhere else it'll work. It helps if you go invisible. Now, if my Lich shows up, then I do have a problem, but we're not going to worry about that until it happens. I just realized I don't think I have Arcane Strike on here. Oh, no I do. Never mind. This is another good spot for the balls. Mallets? What are these things called? Because it's up high, it has great line of sight. So enemies up top will have a strong propensity to shoot at it from up there down to there, which will hurt everything around it. The stuff to worry about then is all the other enemies from further out, like right around here, because this is a fairly major lane that they tend to go through. So yeah, soloing defense missions, the easy way. The easiest way would be if the Zenistar hadn't been brutally frigging mauled to death to within an inch of its life. It's still an okay, moderately damaging weapon, but like the disc functionality has been rendered pretty much moot because the entire point of that weapon beforehand was to chuck a disc out that is going to do a... oh boy. Strictly speaking, it hasn't been long at all, Cody. Where are you, dude? I'm killing this thing. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna plop that out there. Let them get themselves killed with that. Oh, I just kind of... oh, neat! That's awesome. That's incredibly good luck. Again, I haven't rolled this guy yet. He's still level 1. He is beautiful. He's got a shiny thing that makes him shiny. Oh, buddy. This is sloppy. Sloppy, 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 but it's okay. Octavia can handle it. Sloppy, but I got, like, an insanely lucky... get dead, dude. It also means I'm gonna have to farm up another Zata, though, in the near future, because I think that still only has... that still has just one, or maybe two. I don't know now. Charges left on it. No. Yes. Much better. Because it works largely on line of sight, though, you do have to check its sight lines occasionally. Like this dude, you can't see it because it's behind that. That's the one disadvantage of plopping it there. That's the advantage that this area right here has, is that they will all lose better sight lines. Enemies right here won't get hit, but I kind of don't care about them. I'm using the cost assist because it pleases me to do so. I need Requiem 4 relics. Thank you very much. Requiem 3s do not really do me any... Requiem 1 through 3 do not do me any good. How are we doing on that? Did you not give me the 10 premise from
What was yours is now mine.
engaging?
Bye-bye.
Maybe that gets added on later? One wondereth. Ah, there we go. Well, I already knew about Zata, so... this first one was kind of a waste, unfortunately. Knowing that it's first early, though, is, again, huge. I have never gotten one of those. Like, yeah, okay, I do have 2 charges on that. So I know Vome isn't it, or is it Vom? It could be Netra. I'm kind of the thing I'm doing most of all is just assuming the worst in terms of ones that I'll need. In other words, ones that I'll have to replace, I should say.
Well put together, operator. Now get out there and cut down the and make the Lotus proud.
Use these to
Oh, geez. What is that one that I need? What is that one that I need? Let me go to my documents real quick. 'Cause I can't remember the name of the relic. I need to look up how I can get more of that specific relic. That's not any of them. I know it's an uncommon drop. The Atlas Prime Systems, I believe, are the one that I'm still looking for. Okay. Neo A3s. That's just spectacular.
These are a bargain, just for you.
So you say, Ergoglast. Nope, nada. Nadulius. In fact, none of these really help me. I don't think. Not overly surprised by that particular bit of knowledge and wisdom. So where is he spread? He spread to Jupiter? Well, I'm not going to Jupiter, so he can have fun there. Europa, however, I am all about. Is that? There's the X-Cav. There's another X-Cav. I want him to do that. What do we got here? Spy, rescue, defect. Yeah! I was all down until I saw that that didn't end in "ns," and it said defection instead. I am not doing that. I don't care. Defections suck. They're not an especially rewarding game mode. They're like disruptions, only bad.
Operator, were you visualizing a bloody battle?
Why not? Oh, it's a nightmare as well. Just a soldier. Can't stop. And he just can't stop. Most dangerous.
You are here to find our target and to the extraction point.
Alrighty.
You target. Capture them quickly before they escape.
Oh, you're down here. Psst. HUD is throwing me off. I'll deal with the capture target in a sec. I'm not... Oh, he hasn't even spotted me. He's doomed. I don't believe you can do stealth finishers on them, though, is the problem. Oh, now he's running. You better run. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. And now, I'm going to interrogate you in cruel and unusual war crimey ways.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captain back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno.
Just getting me them gas kills, no big deal. I think it did something like preserve my, Oh, nice. I didn't expect to hit him with that. You look awfully blinded, but I can't kill you, so that's good. Don't mind me just getting stealth kills. Lots of them. Oh, that's interesting. They didn't really get blinded there, did they? Interesting indeed. Come on. There we go. Well, they're not in line of sight because they're looking away. Yo, sup, dude? Huh? No? So be it. Love that stealth melee damage bonus. It's really handy. Or unalerted damage bonus. One of the many things that makes melee with certain frames absolutely silly. You know, I've never attempted a stealth kill on one of them. I probably should sometime. So, making good progress. I do like the radial blind Parazon mod. It's actually very handy.
Hey, what's going on there?
No, that's it. That's it. It looks like it carried over my murmur progress or something. I don't know. I dare not hope, you know, that, oh, you'll just get your second murmur revealed at, like, the faster rate. I kind of doubt that'll happen, but who knows? Since I've never guessed the first one right ever before, because it's at best a 1 in 8 chance of ever doing that, it's probably a lot lower than that. Let me just double check to see if I have any Forma. I do not. I do have an Exilus weapon adapter, but I'm not going to burn Forma on it because I need my Forma right now. Kinda badly. Umbra Forma, yeah, I'll do that, but I just don't use Umbra Forma because I've never really found that one frame that it would be most useful on. I've considered Wisp, but eh. I could do a hijack, I guess. Hijacks are painless, as we've shown. Let me get my Hildren and do a hijack. Why not? Why not? I say. Hildren, Hildy. We got that. That will go up. How many do I have in here? 3. And I misformed. I did a V polarity when I wanted to do either a D or a hyphen. But since I have to do 2 more formas anyway, it's not that bad. Oh, I have 8 to work with. That changes things. Excuse me, kind of stuffy. It doesn't really change things very much, though, does it? No, it really doesn't. I can put in max rank versions of those, I guess. That's about all that changes. I do want Seeking Fury in there. Reload speed is nice. A little extra punch through never hurt anyone, especially on a gun whose main claim to fame is punch through. Chilling Reload is almost necessary. Like, there is no reason not to take Chilling Reload. It's too good for its cost. It is, for perspective, I mean, just look at its stats. Plus 40% to reload speed. Reload. Tactical Pump costs 2 more mod points and gives 10% less reload speed than Chilling Reload does. And Chilling Reload gives 60% cold. That's bonkers. I know I've commented on how absolutely ludicrous Chilling Reload is as a mod, and you should probably just find a way to fit it on, because there's no beating it for the cost involved. Seeking Fury, it's an 11 cost mod that gives you 15% reload speed, which is very little, and some punch through, which is actually quite good. Gives a little more than half what Seeking Force does, as well as having a little reload speed, so it's worth it for the cost. Seeking Force, you can find a use for Seeking Force, no joke, but I don't really care about fire rate. I do care, though, about getting Toxic Barrage and Frigid Blast on there. But yeah, with the 60% innate electricity I have on here, it means that I've got the equivalent of one of these dual stat 60% damage mods on here already, which is kind of great. That's about it. Let me go do that other thing. It's a lot lower shields, but that's okay. Do I have Prime Vigor? I do have Prime Vigor on there. I don't need Prime Vigor on there, but we'll leave it. You know what? I will take my range build because it fills me with chuckles to do so. Ideally, I'd probably have... yes, I do. Very good. I'm just making sure I've got the new Loka on there because I'm grinding up new Loka right now. I don't need to because I've got everything. Like, here we go. New offering. There's no... Whoops. Yeah.
Will these help you?
I'm gonna... Because I haven't checked in a while to make sure I don't have any, like, Captura scenes or whatever that I need to get. I don't think I do. That's usually... No, 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 no. Wrong button. I didn't want to visit Steel Meridian. You turn your back on a lot of innocent people. Define innocent. There are no innocents, only degrees of guilt. Where is this kiosk? There you are. Can toss, need, toss, not toss, toss, need, toss, need. I only need one of those, but I'll keep them both, and I still need another receiver, I think, in order to sell this as a set. I had 2 receivers, but I sold one like an idiot. Ugh. I was a little miffed when I did that. When I realized I wasn't going to call support to deal with it. It was just like, you make your mistakes, just live with them. I hope I didn't just sell one of the Atlas Prime or Techo Prime components or Deathcube Prime components. If I did, I will be mad. I can find out pretty easily. Let's see. I'm also probably going to farm for either the Cerebrum or System Is the systems really a common? Why don't I have that yet? Death. Okay, I do have the carapace though, so that's good. So cerebrum systems still need Techo. Yes, I still have one of each, and that. Neuroptics and chassis, so I do still only need the systems. Part of me has been like, just buy them, and the rest of me is like, how about never? Ew, gross. I try not to buy prime parts. I don't like doing it. I'm not that desperate. It's Atlas Prime. If it were Octavia Prime, you'd see me being pretty excited about that. Okay, where's that hijack? Let's do that hijack. There's that hijack. Let's do that hijack. Hi, jack. I'm gonna run out of music, it occurs to me. This soundtrack is long, but it's not that long. It's also unbelievably dope. Seriously, the MD Geist soundtrack is so many orders of magnitude better than the actual animated material itself that I can't even put it into words. It's so good. MD Geist as a animated anything is, well, it is what it is, I guess. I enjoy it because of nostalgia more than anything else. It's Did he see me? He did not. What a stupid Grenier. You're a stupid Grenier. Now he's dead too. Oh wow, that's a fair amount of damage there. That's not the one I wanted to do that to. Ow. Ain't no big thing. Oh, no you don't. And I hit you through a wall. Fortunately, because that thing has preposterous range. It's gonna do a good job getting me beefed up. Huh, not that good a job though.
Good work. We now have control of the rover. Hold on, Tenno.
Go home.
This just got more complicated. The Corvus have corrupted the rover's power cell. I can reconfigure it, but it's no source of power.
I don't know why the Corpus corrupted it. That's definitely not killing that man. That Ogress shot is still following me. Why don't we get homing projectiles again? Somebody remind me. Oh, it wouldn't be fair. Oh, how sad. It wouldn't be fair. Yeah, they can try. I don't think it'll work out so great for him, though. Oh, shoot. Did I just get run over? I sure did. He's a handsome boy. I can't argue with that. He's clearly spiffy. And I can't take that from him. Oh, for goodness sake. Give me that. That rover is in dire straits, but I don't care. Is this a throw? No, it's not. This is fine. This is fine. Why did I get run over again? Thrall up there. I'm not gonna worry about him right now. Actually, no, I am gonna worry about him right now. Give me that. Give me those moimas, dude.
The Corvus have regained control of the river.
Get, where'd you go? Ooh, I need to be a little careful.
Range as soon
So
as
that's a
possible.
there we go. Lucky twice in a row? Nope. Okay, that's fine. That isn't good. I mean, it's great for me, it's bad for you.
The Corvus are pulling back the rover.
This is
We
fine.
must close to maintain control.
This rover's in deep trouble. Aw, nice. Nad Air has showed up. He's a special boy, too. And I admire his services. Oh, there is, one of these. Now, there isn't. So hijacks, are obviously not safe.
Keep going. That rover's contents will be a huge
They're
resource
not that
for
bad.
us. I'm detecting a large security force heading our
That's
way.
Violence of the
It's
Flame?
definitive.
No, Brain Palace, even better. Oh, I just realized I had my 3 on. No, having my 3 on is good. Why did I turn it off? I don't know. I'm gonna get run over again. Clang.
The Corvus have regained control of the rover.
Not for long. Well, there's that grenade. Peace out, grenade. You tried. Have I mentioned that I love the mid-air attacks? They make my life so much easier.
You have almost reached the
I
extraction
do
point.
like that I have a nice little tracer line that tells me, hey, that's where that dude is. Convenient. I mean, same thing applies to Trinity with her damage reducing and reflecting ability she has that I use so rarely. There's another one out here somewhere. I need to get him before this thing ends. There we go, we're good. What are we looking at for murmurs here?
Do not let the
Ooh,
Corvus
almost
destroy
done. Very nice. That fills me with joy and elation, can't you tell? Nice. Forgot I had radiation on here. Haha, I got the hit noise. Okay, I'm bopping the volume up on this. This is when shit gets real. I got your idiot tax hanging, boy. Just dangling from my corpuscles. Alright. Let's, real quick. Hey, kiddo. I'm telling you, dude. I'm gonna go Ghostbusters on this dude's ass someday. And that day may be the day that we put him into my railjack as a warp speed power source. Yeah, you better run. He heard me talking. He knows. It knows. The Void Ghost. Which I guess, because of the Duviri paradox, we know is probably us or something. Spoilers, I guess, for unreleased content? I don't know. I'm sorry, people didn't know that that was a thing. Oops. You know? Whoops. it's probably gonna be a thing. Uh, what was I doing here? I have 4 to work with, so I can put an 11 on there somewhere, just not where I'd like it. I'm probably going to have to wind up getting rid of Vigilante Armaments despite it being quite good, just to get more damage out, because I think I can improve. I think I'll get more damage mileage out of, like, Prime Charge Shell. As it's a lot of damage, and I need to get this on here, even though it reduces my damage to Grenier. I've rolled that a couple times and not been overly thrilled with the results. I'm going to switch back to my max shields build, which is very hard to kill. It's quite durable. It's quite durable. That's right, yeah, no. Okay, that's right. I need to change my Parazon mods. Thank you for reminding me. So that's not it, that's not it. We could try it with that one. We know that Zata is the first one. That's fine. I'm gonna put in... No. Again, let's assume worst case. Let's assume worst. I've never had a RIS be used, as far as I know. No, I've never had a RIS be used. I know there's a way to, like, reclaim those, but I don't remember how it's done. I don't care to find out. Did I try a Kra? You know, I don't know. I did not try a Kra, so we'll try a Kra. Law of Averages says that maybe it would be RIS, but it probably won't be. I just realized that we never did the Vasca Cavat. There's another hijack. We can do that. Actually, this is series. I need to do series anyway to get more of the new resource. Actually, I should bring like a what do you call it? A Necros. We'll worry about that later. I'm gonna have to get more tunes. Actually, I might have to leave early. Shoot. This is a sabotage. I thought I was doing a different mission type.
Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk.
Also to chip away at nightmare missions, because that's worth a 7k. Well, obviously, this is not the wrong mission to do. Oh, it's great. So you just... Oh. Now it's Violence of the Flame. Yeah, they're definitely getting more durable. I'm probably going to have to switch to something like the Arcatitron out of spite and necessity. I hate to do something cheap like that. They probably patched it by now, right? Now I have to find out, because maybe they've patched it, maybe they haven't. It'd be for science, right?
Your target is this location's computer system. Find and access
Almost got that second rank. Once I get that, then I have, what, only, 4 possible runs, that I would have to do to winnow it down, which would still put him at, like, rank 5, but, still, 25% chance to get it right on the first try, right? That's not so bad.
That's it. Now get out of here.
There we go, some more carbides. Very nice. It is pretty foolish to fight against the most dangerous soldier. I'm not bothering with the caches. Even though it's theoretically possible. I actually don't know if the carbides can drop from those, come to think of it. I do not know.
What was yours is now mine. Bye-bye.
A little morbid that he stole carbides from me, but at the same time, I have no idea the amounts that we're going to need for the actual Railjack content coming sometime next year. It's not going to be this month. If people are telling you that it's going to be out this month, I'm sorry, but I've got some bad news for you, Johnny. Some real bad news. There's no way. No way on earth or in heaven are we getting that this year. And I would happily be proven wrong, but it is not happening. It is not in the cards. Ooh, a Mirage Disruption. Ooh, with Ninkandi? Up, we're doing this. We're doing this. That's an RB I want. That's an RB we're doing, ladies and gents. Oh my gosh. Mirage Prime. Upgrade. Make it a damage beast. Oh yes. Oh yes. This is going to be vile. I'm going to feel unclean after this, and I'm alright with that. Nink. I am going to feel completely unclean. And that is all right. I do have condition overload on there, okay. I kind of wanted to have, though, Blood Rush. Because it builds up so many hits. I need Blood Rush. How do I fit Blood Rush on there? Blood Rush in exchange for Drifting Contact? Is that a worthwhile trade, really? I can't do it anyway. Oh, because I'm 1 off. I guess I can do it for Gladiator Might. But that critical chance per combo multiplier. Oh no. Actually, I'm going to have that anyway because I've got
Operator, are you enjoying the
I've got my Helios. I don't need a Helios. Let's make that the Jin. Where are you, Jin? I just went past it. There it is. Let's make sure you have the I will not die. I will not die. This cannot continue, and I will not die. And we have Prime Regen. Very good. Vacuum, animal instinct, we've basically got everything that we want. No. We're not equipping that. We don't even need Thumper, if we're honest. Oh, what, cat? Oh, what is it? One sec, my cat's having problems. I think he woke up from just a bad dream or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. He's just kind of lying there and he's meowing. But he's okay. He appears okay, anyway. He's getting old, so who knows. Let's see. That doesn't really help me. Survivability helps me a little. Not a lot. Repair kit. Do I have a max repair kit on here? Have to be a little quick about this because we are running out of time on that. I do have Mediray. Is repair kit for the Sentinel itself? Or is that for the frame? I don't know. I have no idea. Mods I have not used, and I'm not sure why. Probably because I only have the one. Let's, how much room do I have? 6, yeah, we're good. Let's do that. Repair kit. It's probably for the gizmo itself. And I do have Guardian. I have Coolant Leak for ease of use. Alright, let's do this.
How the Tenno arm themselves.
Arby time. It is a disruption, so that's going to have all kinds of consequences as well. And while we do that, let's pull up some additional tunes. What are you? No, not doing that. Just keeping an eye on that. I know it's silent. Have I done the soundtrack from Rise of the Triad on here before? Don't know, but we're doing it now. I'm a bit fragile. I have low step. Ooh, what is that? Is that an Interos? 5,600 health? Probably an Interos. Probably an Interos. But I'm gonna be all about that murder. Oh, I meant to have Arcane Strike. Whatever. Whatever. It's too late now. Hey, don't you run from me. It's not allowed. Somebody's eyes are bugging out of their head. I'm not sure why. Is it because I'm using a Mirage Prime? Don't you know? I'm here to make things not live before they get anywhere near me. And you bet that's what's gonna happen. Just gotta get back into the rhythm. Oops. One of the difficulties with really high attack speed is actually getting the majority of those I am the drill that will pierce the heavens hits to actually connect on anything that isn't ludicrously durable. And I don't have Eclipse on, which I need. So I'm trying to keep an eye out for damage numbers, but really... that was a little slow, actually. Not sure how I feel about that. Something's hurting. Oh, it's electrified conduits, I knew that. And now my melee isn't going off, and I don't know why. Let's, okay, so my melee is no longer working. I don't know why. My 5 isn't working because it claims the ability is in use, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump and hope that that resolves it. It did. We're good. We're back. We're back. We're functional. This is fine. Whew, that was a scary moment. That stuff happens more often than I'd like. Ghoul Eruption. I assume that just means a lot of ghouls show up. Oh, here we go. Yeah, they took care of it nicely. Where are you? You above me? He's above me. So we got 2 people. Is it 2 or is it just the 1? Oh no, it's just 1. Okay. Where are you? Where are you? You are no longer alive. That was good. I was able to down him before he did the null burst that they can do, which is really frustrating. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We just need 1 more, I think, to revive this guy. There we go. Let's go take care of him. Not good. Ugh. There we go. So we're gonna have a lot of this flailing around madly. I need to get my 1 and 3 on. Like, #1 priority is making sure that I have my 1 and my 3 on. Eclipse provides either a huge defense boost, massive damage resistance, or like 95%, or provides a colossal, in this case, 1,274 damage boost, which is, as those of you who know math, kind of a freaking lot. Again, if you are a school child and you are watching this stream right now as it is airing, well, guess what? You'd be learning what those numbers mean in math. So don't do it. Oh dear, I'm in trouble. I'm in a lot of trouble. So either one of those buffs is highly desirable, and it depends on where I'm positioned in terms of, am I in the light or am I in shadow, and sometimes what the game qualifies as shadow does not appear to be all that shadowy. Set up above. %, affinity boost. I don't really need that. I did mean to bring my, oh boy, Tomb Finger. Arcane Pistolier, neat. Not really an arcane I have any real interest in ever using, but the option is there, and that's what counts. So as you can see, enemies are dead. Death is all around us, and our enemies grow weary. Weaker? Whatever. Oh, the cast time on that is even longer than I remembered. Thanks. Jeez, there hasn't been much actual arbitration, RB juice, whatever that stuff's called, the Vitus Essence. There's not been a lot of that. Yes, I realize my health is actually very low, and even with a 95% damage reduction at the best of times, I am liable to get killed at any moment. But I'm also liable to murder everything around me without even trying as well, and that's... Short outweighs it. It's risk reward, innit? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's, is that really trapped in the ceiling? It totally is. That's not the worst thing that can happen, but it sure isn't good. It's not the first time that's occurred. Something managed to grab? No, they didn't. Oh, no, they did. Maybe another one dropped. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I'm in danger. I have no energy. And my Jin is dead at the moment. This too shall pass. Getting the affinity boost is nice though. I think my Kuvadrak goon will be up to, what is it? It's a lot. 36 or is it 38? If I've got 3 formas, then it's 36. Ooh, and I have to stop real soon. When I'm out in broad daylight like this, any enemies that get close die. If I'm underground, then things take a little longer, but I'm also much less vulnerable. There we go. Is it otherwise? Yes, it is. So as you can see, and now my Jin is dead again. I don't remember what color I'm holding. Blue. Okay.
Move and strike. We have to win this.
am blue. I'm not crazy. Yeah, people are popping specters, which isn't necessarily a bad idea. They don't hurt. Wow, what was that? Did I just get volted? And then I just kind of got a physics... Wow, I'm not sure what happened there. But I liked it. Almost as much as I liked that. I liked that a lot.
Transference still holding.
Am I holding multiple keys? No, I just swapped to him. That's okay then. I also definitely want to make sure I have my 1-up, and not just for the damage, but also because it is incredibly convenient for ensuring enemies are somewhat more likely to dodge or miss me. And against hit scan enemies, you need all the help you can get, as you can probably guess, and Grineer are all hit scan all the time, with the exception of anything that shoots rockets, which home in and may as well be hit scan due to the unswerving accuracy. They will hit you. It is really hard to dodge them, so you just kind of have to do mitigation on that point. Oh, not bad, not bad at all. Oh, no, 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 no. Bad place to lose my buffs if something comes around the corner and causes me harm. Well, it didn't. Where's the indicator that is showing the... Is that the 10% there? Because I think it's per kill. And ideally, to make the most out of that, you have a lot of duration. Let me find this dude and make him end. He's not dying very well. Oh, shit. Ugh. Doesn't matter. It happened. If they deign to revive me, great. If they don't, great. Fortunately, the arbitration drones are appearing. Not all in very thick numbers though, which is good and bad. It's good for when you don't have anyone dead. It's bad for when you have people who are dead. Yeah. So they're doing the smart thing, which is when you see one of them, you do... Oh, it's the arcane for operators. Magus something. And it does this little mine on the ground that has like a... pull in and just it stops anything pretty much dead. It's pretty handy. do that paracesis boogie, my friend. Do that. Thank you, dude. So, enemies obviously are getting to the point where they can really mess my day up in very little time at all, so I'm going to have to start playing a smidgen more cagily, which I can do. I can do cagey. I can play safe. I promise. Alright, did I pick one up? I can't tell. I'm not looking. Is he below? Probably. Get the hell out of there. Jeez, I need to start making sure I pop my 3 first, because doing it the other way around is taking too long and getting me way too close to maybe dying. As you can see, that was a level God knows what bombard, and I just kind of deleted him. They aren't huge numbers. Like the Archititron has much larger numbers, but they are there are a lot of them, or the possibility of a lot of them anyway. And they get whipped out so quickly. Oh, I don't have energy. No wonder. Getting some great rewards out of this. It's too bad that the Ninkandi's charged attack or heavy attack or whatever we're calling it is kind of weak. It's just this little whip thing. It doesn't really have any particularly noteworthy effect other than doing what it does. In fact, I think I'm about to pop a Spectre, because you never know. What do I have for Spectres? I have a Nidus. That's something. Oh, that's good. My chat has just crashed. Interesting. Here we go. So the Archititron would probably be even better. Oh my gosh, what was that? Titania can put in work. I like Titania a lot for these because Titania is hard to hit. Titania outputs a very substantial amount of damage, and is just in general very nice when played well. I don't mind watching for a little bit. Although I'm gonna have to leave real soon. Archititron would make a joke out of this whole thing, but we're not doing that. Did any of them have that equipment? No, he's got a Paracesis. He's got the Brock hammer skin on something. Maybe that's the Archititron under it, I don't know. I'm not picking up items, that's a very bad sign. That's a sign that things might be breaking down in a bad way. Oh, buddy. Ah. Yeah, whatever. We had just gotten a reward shortly beforehand, so that's good. I am going to have to go at this point, though. So let's see our acquired booty. Huh. No, that's not how it works. Where's last mission results? I should have gotten a bunch of Iotans from that, so I don't know why they didn't show up there. Okay, there they are.
Did you fuse your mobs, Albert?
Coming up next.
It's not showing me my last mission loadout. Let me check my... endo totals. Fusion. 30,000, which sounds like that's about where it would be. I just wish I could see that total anywhere. Oh well, we're going to assume that we're okay on that. Oh, Vitus Essence, I can check that. Because I know I only had a couple before, so if I've got something like 30 or so. Oh, and I'll check my Dragoon as well, if that got maxed out, or highly leveled anyway. It did not. That's a bad sign. It did get leveled a bit though, so that's...
Operator, I've run diagnostic regressions. All systems nominal. You don't need to
Let's go to our friends at the Arbiters of Hexus.
You set the example for the rest of us.
We're gonna bail. How many do we got?
Come to collect honors.
18. That's low. Then again, I wasn't picking up mountains of the things, so maybe it's okay. I still need to get one of these for fashion. Well, actually, I think I was at basically net zero after I'd gotten these three, so 18 might not be wrong. We're going to assume it's fine, because I don't have time to worry about potentially wasted runs. I don't have the energy. Alright. Okay, so yeah, this has been Warframe Wednesdays. I have been your pilot, operator, Cephalon, Tenno, Fraggoth, and if you enjoyed, I hope you did. I'm happy for you. Feel free to follow. I do this every week. Usually it is an hour later than I started, but scheduling constraints. And I also have streams on Saturdays and Mondays. On Saturday, I've got a Storytime Saturday stream where I read short stories. I'm actually this Saturday starting a read through of Neil Stephenson's Snow Crash. Because it's winter time, and despite the fact that the book has absolutely nothing to do with winter whatsoever, it has the word snow in the title. It is a cyberpunk thriller. I think it's a lot of fun. I'm sure some other people think it's trashy and derivative, and that's good for them. I am happy that they have their opinions. And then on Mondays, I do a Mecha Mondays stream where I stream stuff that's with giant robots or is possibly mecha adjacent, so power armor is fair game. Next Monday, I will be finishing up my Xeon run through of Gundam Battle Universe on the PSP. I'll be doing the Char's counterattack era Xeon route. Axis, they're called in that era. And yeah, after that, it'll probably be a lot of MechWarrior 5, because that comes out the next day, every Monday. So, yeah, feel free to tune into any of those. They're all at about the same time, usually noon Eastern Standard. This week, for this stream, it had to be a bit earlier. So yeah, thanks for tuning in if you tuned in. If you didn't tune in and are watching this after the fact, feel free to catch me live, ask me questions, heckle me, whatever. And yeah, have a good one and enjoy. Thanks for sticking with it. Thanks again. Bye.